So, President-elect Donald Trump has condemned the United States' decision to abstain from voting in the United Nations resolution that condemns the Israeli settlements that are being made on the Palestinian land. So, he has come out making some comments about the UN that we're going to break down for you. The Washington Post breaks it down. They say, quote, 3 days after the United Nations adopted a resolution calling on Israel to halt Jewish settlement activity on Palestinian territory, President-elect Donald Trump tweeted that the international body is, quote, just a club for people to get together, talk, and have a good time. Okay, so this seems to be a very interesting comment, but he said this exact quote on Twitter. He said, quote, the United Nations has such great potential, but right now it is just a club for people to get together, talk, and have a good time. So sad. Alright, so to me, these comments are somewhat confusing, and I can see kind of one side being that, the United Nations has actually, let's first and foremost say that the United Nations is very vital to a world that is in peace. Of course, it was made to prevent World War III, and so far, looking by it, it has succeeded, and it has helped in very many human rights situations, and this Israeli situation being one of them. It's very important and very key to a peaceful and well-being world. So obviously it's great in that manner, but there's also these things about how sometimes the United Nations does not do enough. Like, for example, maybe if they had stopped the Iraq War when it happened for the U.S. So there are different things like that they don't do. So I can understand what the quote is saying from a perspective, and because a lot of times a lot of things don't actually force nations to do something, but instead just condemn them or make recommendations or suggestions. But I don't understand what it is because I don't understand from his context. So as I just broke down for you guys, he is not in support of the U.S.'s decision and obviously not the resolution. So I don't really get what he's talking about, because if he's against the resolution, wouldn't that actually be doing something instead of just getting together and talking? So I can see kind of a point from there, but again, as always, I'm just kind of lost with Trump, to be honest.